Hello, we have a puzzle here from the Positional Playbook by Jacob Aagard. It's white to move. Take 5 seconds to look at the position. Okay, well, first we have to notice that the knight and queen cooperate together to this attack on h7, but the knight is still defending it. So a logical option would probably be knight c4, but after knight takes e4, knight takes, let's say, bishop e7. There's nothing like substantial that white can do, like c5, um, just knight f6, I think. I'm just exchanging off all of white's pieces, so that let's say, for example, this um takes place and something like this happens. White just isn't that much better, so knight c4 is not the option, not the correct option here. So the move is c5. Um, because after takes, there is knight c4. So you have to see this idea before you play c5, obviously, because if you just take back, you just lose a pawn, and black's probably going to end up winning. So you have to see knight at c4. This is what I calculated. And then what I calculated was queen e7. But then I just saw d takes c5. And if either the knight or the bishop takes, there's knight takes f6, I think. Oh no, there's bishop takes f6 is what I meant. And then if after knight takes, there's just knight takes c5, winning a piece, or knight takes f6 check, which wins a piece as well. So black has to take back with the pawn, because after taking with the queen, it's the same exact. Oh no, you just take on f6. What am I talking about? And then if g takes, I just saw knight takes c5, and this is very promising. Because if black just recaptures, for example, with a knight, we have takes on h7 check, kf8, and queen h8 checkmate. And if takes on g5, well, we just win this piece for free. So that's what I calculated, and then I just asserted that c5 was the correct answer. So the book gives the following continuation: knight takes c4, knight takes c4, bishop f8, d takes c5. And, well, it might not look like much, but white is in a much better situation than before. Because now black's bishop is stuck here. It's not doing anything. It's blocked by this pawn. And to get to a better square, it has to go from like bishop c6, bishop c8, and black has to move his knight, which also isn't in a good square. It can't really go anywhere, maybe e5, but that's only one possibility. Plus, this bishop is also in a bad position, and our pieces have just been opened up. This bishop is attacking the g7 pawn. There's ideas of queen c3 later, putting pressure on g7. This bishop might come to d3, putting pressure there. And white's pieces are just much better than black. So, looking at the starting position, if black had the chance to play c5, black would just be completely fine. Let's say, for example, white plays bishop d3, and after h6, let's say you play knight e4, I play bishop f8, and then let's say you play takes, knight e4 or something, and I probably have to take, but the point is, after like something moved like queen d7, c5 is coming, well, yeah, c5 is coming, and this is probably an equal endgame. So let's say king g2, c5. In this case, it might be not be as good, but because of this d5 and c6 pawn formation. But in most cases, black just plays c5, opens up the the light square bishop on b7, and it's completely fine. So this is the key idea of this puzzle. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want the PGN file, make sure to subscribe and send an email to mhjf 2015, titled PGN Request. Thank you, and see you next time.